saw her, I gave her a hug and said, I'm so sorry you're about that. I took a personal interest into her. And that's one limited sort of example that I can give you, but there's so many where every day I'm trying to find out what do people care about and interacting with them in some way, so that ultimately that I get to find out what people care about, and then they'll eventually care about me, or if they don't, then that's not what's so important. The important part is I'm going out there and interacting with them instead of saying, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what I do. Find out what your followers, people that already care about you because they're following you, find out what they care about first, and then build the bridge, instead of like putting yourself out there.
But with 3,000, 4,000 different members, how do
grab anything out of the way?
do you read all of them? Like, is there any way, or do you just, whoever were the most lucky 10 people who wrote last? I mean, how do you do it?
He's just on and looked right.
I read my stream. I read my stream, and
just at that time.
And when, like tonight, I was at several events, so when I go home, I read my stream, and I see what people said. You know, part of it is some days, some of it is just they were lucky enough for me to read it and interact with them. Some days I actually read the stream all day long as I'm doing things, and I find the things that I think that I can apply myself to. You know, and it could be any given thing, but it's about conversation. If you're not having dialogue, then you're doing it wrong. You already have failed. You know, people that are out there that are saying, I sell insurance, or I sell goji juice, or whatever.
Like you said today, about blah, 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 about what you do.
Right.
As opposed to just talking about your natural stuff. So
it comes up. When I first met you, I didn't know that you were doing whatever you were doing, right? When I first met you in person. But now I do, because we've had a chance to talk about it, right? But our first couple conversations weren't like, this is what I do, and you weren't like, this is what I do. We just talked, oh, hey, there's some food in the back, help yourself. You know, you just had a conversation. Twitter is no different. I don't understand why people feel the need to like make it into something that's like more complicated. Just talk how you always do. I'm so personal on my Twitter stream, and don't necessarily use that example, but also keep in mind that you should take the best practices of what I've done, and that's how you make it work.